driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello. Hi from me and the Punisher. I got some things done today. Clearly, shaving was not one of them. I'll do that tonight. I hate shaving. I remember growing up when you're a boy, you're like, I can't wait for my hair to come in. I can't wait. And then you have to start shaving. And after a couple of years, you're just like, God, this sucks. Why am I complaining? I only have to worry about my face. Yeah. Wah. Whine about things that I shouldn't be whining about. So, we'll see if anybody shows up. We got crinkle that. For some reason, I thought it was appropriate to read the letter. So let's do that while we're waiting on people to show up. This was a letter that I received from my grandmother. And I keep this. It's in my nightstand, top drawer on the very top. And that's where it stays. Because I open that drawer quite a lot because it has my tummy meds in it. So I get to see it quite often. And it reminds me of how much I love my grandma. So I'm going to go and read this. Dear Dion, and she got my name right because she named me. You're going to hear a lot of me in this. I'm writing to you because, and it's in cursive, so a lot of people can't read it, because I can express better on paper than I can orally. You're going to think I'm an interfering old lady. I never thought that, not about my grandma. But I'm your grandmother, and I love and care about what happens to you. So that gives me the right. Dion, will you please, there's commas and pleases, there's three, check yourself into a rehab center and get the help you so desperately need to lick this addiction you have. This is kind of the hard part. I'm not going to be on this earth very much longer. And my dying wish is to see you sober and loving and a happy and fruitful life with your wife and children. Well, that's all I'm going to say. So the rest is up to you. I love you, Grandma. She's probably the only person in this world that I would actually allow to talk to me like that. I did give her a wish. I was able to get sober. I think I was 3-4 years sober when she passed. So I was able to give that. So, all right, let's get on to the Trudging Together update. I feel so unpopular. It's always a problem. Why is it always such a problem? Welcome to Daily Trudge. If you're here, please say hello. All right, let's get to it. In July, we're going to be starting events. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have our speaker meeting. And then we will also have an event afterwards now. Okay, this one's in the works. Right now, what I have in the works is a comedy, because I think it's time to laugh. I think it's time for all of us to get together and laugh. I do not think children should come to this one. I will have to ask Joe. He's the one running it. Joe H. I'm not going to give a last name because I do a lot of recovery stuff and I don't want to blow anybody's head into me. But he won't mind me saying his first name because he kind of wants it out there. But I kind of posted it. So, okay. Have I heard these comedians? No. Do I know it's awesome? Yeah. Actually, I have seen snippets of it. Now, what I like about this, okay, so this is what I'm doing. Usually when you have somebody that is like promoting, they're a promoter, and they have a group of people like a group of comedians, what they need to do is go to a comedy club or something like that, and they actually rent the space. They have to pay to play. Okay? Not in my world. Nope. Not in recovery. Okay? Now, they've already done a couple of them, and what they're doing is they're helping out a place called Sobriety House. I've known about Sobriety House for a very long time. I love Sobriety House, even though I don't know what Restream has been doing, Ingrid, but thank you for letting me know that, because my people count has been so small. So small. Thank you for letting me know. Good producer. Good producer. Thank you. So, yes, I have a tattoo. Probably didn't know. I got it when I was really young. You can't even tell what it is anymore. So, what these guys need to do is they have to rent out the space. And what this does is it eats up the money, right? But it's a business. So, yeah, they kind of need, and then they charge you drinks. See, that's where they're getting you. So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to charge them at all. Okay? And most of the proceeds go to Sobriety House. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take this money and I'm going to collect it. I'm going to hold on to it. We're going to create a foundation. And what this foundation will do is it will help people that are struggling to pay their rent in sober livings and to get them started at Sobriety House. Why? Because what they're doing works. Okay? They have their own treatment going on. They have their own inpatient treatment going on, which I can work with. Okay. They have sober livings that I know are being run the correct way. They have house managers that have been in the program for a while. And these are recovered, healed alcoholics with the correct education. I love it. Okay. Not only that, but they provide something called IOP, which is intensive outpatient. And they're wanting to expand it. Here I am. Okay. So that is going to be the first event that we're going to do. It's going to happen July 19th. Okay. July 19th. Now, you all know me, or the people that do know me. It will be hybrid. Yes, we will have it online. You bet your butt we will. Okay. Now, it's not going to be free. I can't make it free for everybody. You've got to pay, but I'm not going to be charging a large amount, $20. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to Sobriety House, got to talk to the church, got to talk to Joe, and make sure that everybody's getting their fair share and that everything's being treated correctly and done right. Right? Okay. And I can help with that. Okay. So this is going to help us put us into a different position. Is what I'll do. And it means that I'll have more resources. It means that when somebody comes and says, hey, Dion, I need help here, here, and here, that I can start to provide those resources. And that I know that these resources are solid. I know that they are. Okay. I know how to vet these people. Okay. There's just simple questions. Like here's a simple question. How much time does somebody need to be a house manager? That'll answer almost all your questions, right? If it's less than 2 years, get out. Get out. Warning you. Get out. That person is not going to, okay? You cannot transmit something you do not have. Okay? And if you haven't done the program or some sort of program. Not even just AA. There's all sorts of stuff. There's lots of ways to recover. Okay. Now, I can't always do a comedy one. Now, I can maybe ask him because we are family oriented. Okay. But when it comes to the stories of alcoholics and addicts, it might be best if the children aren't around. So I will have to ask on whether they think it's going to be rated R. Okay, but comedy can get pretty raunchy. All right, and yes, I'm going to hold this in a church. Just get, don't mind. Okay, and this is going to help bring in more money so that we can help more people. The next thing, yes, there's more. I'm almost done with the Big Book Thumping series. I have one more to go, which how it works. So just page 58 to 63. That'll be finished. And a lot of people have been using it. And what it is just me going through the first 63 pages and explaining what they're talking about in there. Because I've noticed that there's a lot of people out there whose sponsors are saying, read a page 63 and then come talk to me. No wonder you can have 20 sponsees because you're not doing the work. You're missing something. Okay. And we need that guide, right? We need that guide. Oh, sorry. I take a breath there. A little too excited. Right. So then we can bring in IOP. I've also been talking to another friend who has a program that helps people in recovery that has more to do along the lines of trauma and things like that. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. I'm going to do a little bit of repeating because Michelle's here. July 19th. Don't set the date yet, but it looks like we're going to be having a comedy show. It'll be in person. It'll be hybrid, just like everything that I do. Just like everything. The proceeds go to a place called Sobriety House. Right? Now, earlier I was talking about it is our responsibility to report. Okay. And I'm very familiar with how all this. I've been doing it since I was 19 years old. Okay. So I think I have a little bit of an idea of what needs to be done. Right. What I really want, it's not in the works right now, is a halfway house for homeless alcoholics. That's what we need. We need like 3 or 4 halfway houses. Okay. There are a lot of people out there that want to recover, but we don't have a route for them because they are required to work. And these people can't work. They've been living on the streets for 10 freaking years. It's not going to work out in your sober living. Okay. Because the sober living needs money to survive. Well, halfway house is usually state funded. Okay. It's usually funded by something. Usually these people can't work. So what do they need? They need 6 months to a year to recover. It took me 3 months. 3 months to clear my head. I don't remember the first month of my sobriety. I don't remember a lot of it. Okay. So sometimes we need these things cleared up. So what that does is we're going to raise money to help people, to help them pay for their sober living and get them started so they can get set up. And I'm going to do it through Sobriety House. Why? Because they have everything that we need in that area. Okay. There's another program, and I haven't gotten this going yet, but Pueblo Rescue Mission does it, and I want to steal it. So I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, I have room for your program up here. So let's do it. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Patricia's an old timer now. She has 10 plus years. Right. So, a little bit of bragging, right, for my people here. So, Let me. I'm going to give you the. I'll give you the abridged version. So essentially, what we have is we have a set of comedians, and they're in recovery. Okay, I've heard some other stuff. It's funny. It's funny. If you're easily offended, don't go. If you can't laugh at yourself yet, don't go. But so these people, what they're trying to do is they're trying to. How does a comedy club make its money? Drinks. People. It's not the admission. That admission usually goes to the people doing it, right? So there's all this money shuffling hands. So what I'm saying, so it's hard for people in recovery to say, hey, let's go do this comedy thing and everybody's ordering Coke and water and spritzer and not alcohol, which is a lot more expensive, where they make their money. Well, that's not going to be conducive to them, is it? But I have a place where they can come in. I'm not going to charge them anything. Why? What? Why am I not going to do that? Because they are also giving up their time for donations that are going to sobriety house. Why would I charge these people? Church doesn't charge me. They let me do what I want. Now, they don't. You know what I'm saying, though, right? So see how that frees up hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. Okay? And then everybody gets paid. Oh, I will even get paid, believe it or not. Not much, but it does cost money to do this stuff. It does cost me a little bit of money. But you can see how this one thing can start to bring all these other things along with it. Okay? So I need ideas. You know, it's good to have a dance, comedy. Maybe we could have some different art things, you know, because I do want it to be family oriented. So podcast will still be going. I haven't had a speaker in probably about a month. I think Cal was my last speaker. But I am almost done with the Big Book Thumping series. So please feel free to share that. What else is going on? Well, we're going to be at the Pride Parade this Saturday. And at the end of the month, we're going to be at another event. So it's starting to pick up. Now what I need to do is just get the church on board. So I need Pastor Marcia to come back from vacation. so I can get this stuff worked out. Of course, the Daily Trudge will continue going. They've put in some new rules. It's going to make it even harder. But I am very, very concerned that, you know, I go live and they're not, and you're not being told. You know, I'm paying for this service and the service is not working. So, and what I would do is just start using Facebook Live itself, but then I don't own the rights to my videos. And that ain't happening. That is not happening because I give my stuff away for free. And what somebody will do is come along, take it and start charging people for my stuff. And you can forget that. Ain't gonna happen. No. Recovery is free and simple. Right? Seems like there's more, but there isn't. I'm still planning on doing bumper stickers at some point, but it's a lot more work than you think. I don't have the brain power. So, all right, I think I'm going to wrap my day up. Got a lot accomplished today. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have access to some really good things for Colorado. So it's kind of twofold on what I'm doing right now. So Number one, I am reporting. I reported today. So I report. So on one side, what I'm doing is I'm the bullies, I'm making their job a little bit harder right now. Okay. Because I told them. I went to their resources and said, maybe you ought to go ask them about the $87,000 chargeback that they had 3 years ago, and then see if you should let them run an ethics class. That's exactly what happened. Exactly. Okay. And then on the other side, what I'm doing is I'm finding the people that are doing this right, and I'm bringing them up a level. I'm going to go whoop. So I'm going to whoop. We're going to go whoop. Yeah. Because right now, at least in Colorado, recovery belongs to the government. No. Mm-mm. Ain't gonna, nope. I won't do that. So, all right. I've got to go wind down. Thank you, everybody, for, coming and listening to this and being consistent with me. And, see, I knew Facebook was up to something. I don't blank out 3 days in a row. That just doesn't, so, if you ever have topics, suggestions, things that you would like to see, ideas, let me know. Let me know. We're in that mode now. We're in that mode where Trudging Together is moving forward. And once I bring this on, it'll become what I call the unstoppable machine. That means if I walk away from it, it'll still move forward. I actually have a couple of things like that going on. Live action role playing. I made it cool to cosplay. That's how old I am. All right. I love you. I love you. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Ingrid, thank you for letting me know that it took a minute to find me. I love you. Peace out.